Kahiga is known, has been chairman, I don't know of which one. We've been there in the cooperative movement. And I'm glad that today, what we have come to say here is a celebration. And I must tell you another secret. One of the reasons I agreed to be a guest of honor, even when the board came to see me, I told them, my friends, I want to tell you a story of one time when I was in a cooperative. And our cooperative, our lifeline for teachers was messed by building a building. Have you made that mistake? And I called my director and said, Director Kaapa, I want to confirm, and I want to stand here and say that Taifa Sacco has gone in the right way. If you want to diversify, you must never walk away from your original thinking. Your original thinking is the farmer, is the member, how they get their bed. If you are going to diversify, you must now go away and do what you have done, share holding. So people build up their shares to go and put up that building separately, but not interfering with the day-to-day running. Ask me, we got to a situation as a teacher's circle where you had to, if you want a loan, you have to come to this town, spend a night in a lodging, so that in the morning you are at the circle office at 4 a.m. lining up, waiting for a form to get a loan. Today, I want to appreciate the management of that circle because the circle is fluid, it is liquid, it is you get loans on phones. That is where good management is. And I want to thank Taifa Sacco because you are also not walking in that direction. You are walking as you should. And mine is to congratulate you and to tell you that the future is bright for you. But the future is always built on a platform, on a foundation of what you have just been told, of what are your thoughts. As a man thinketh, so he is. And now for Taifa Sacco, as Taifa Sacco thinketh, so it shall become. Are we there? So it shall become. I also want to talk about one component, Chairman, that many people ignore, and that is called the staff. I want to tell you one secret. Nyeri County was a big problem, you people know. You could hardly get services here. Things were not working because nobody gave a damn about the staff. The staff, people think, are only interested in money. They are not. They are interested in welfare. They are interested in security. They are interested in a human treatment within the environment that they are working. If you put staff in an environment where they may not be able to, they are not able to perform because you have not provided, then how will they work? You want them to be efficient, you have no laptops. You want them to be efficient, they cannot move from one corner to the other to go and follow up on loans that are outstanding. So you must provide for them. But beyond that, when a member of staff knows that this institution cares about me, and for that I want to tell you, the first thing I did in Nyeri County, today as you speak, I converted everybody from contract to permanent. Because if you are permanent, you have a future in the, you are working, and it is important that people know. There is a lot of story about contracts and whatever. Contracts are very, very expensive to run because at the end of a contract you must pay gratuity. And that gratuity, I do not know how you save it. But if you focus on telling one of your staff, a staff, you are permanent. So this staff can plan and say, I want to take a loan of 20 million to put up a house, to put up a business. You have good staff. Listen to Mheshimiwa Njoroge. He says the staff is very good. They will be stolen if you are not taking care of them. And therefore you must take care of your staff, ensure they are comfortable. And people think that staff just want money. It's not necessarily money. Make sure that there is progression. I was employed as, I don't know what grades you use, maybe put it Taifa Sacco G2. Will I ever get to G7? Is there progression? Is it going to be that
People who don't work, people who come late, people who don't do it, they keep going up the ladder, and I am left there. I will definitely not work very well. Are we together? I hope I am saying something to you. That is the way. And let me tell you this, I feel the pain. Like right now, this year, Nyeri has lost 35 nurses. They have gone to Britain. I have only allowed because they are going to get more money. But I feel pain when one of my nurses, well-trained in Nyeri, wants to go to Murang'a because amedanganywa huko kuna kitu. Anaenda anafika huko miezi minne hajalipa mshahara, ananipigia simu, naweza rudi. You get what I'm talking about? Protect the staff so that we are able to go. Ladies and gentlemen, you have grown exponentially from 9,000 members to 180,000 members. That is your strength. That you must invest in that membership. Member education is key. If it is not done, you will lose members. And the members will become gullible. They will listen to rumors. They will listen to the wrong stories. Taifa neragwa. For nothing. And you know, if your members get out, what happens? You are left naked. If they start to withdraw, panic withdrawals, you lose it all. So as we sit here today, ladies and gentlemen, as we celebrate the workings of 50 years, I am glad we have not forgotten where we came from. If you go through the book of the Bible, Israel walks and then walks back a little and says, if it were not for God, would we have made it here? Let Israel say. So we must never forget the pillars, the pioneers, and the journey that we took to be where we are. Now that we are there, can we then dream and dream big? I take you back to the book of Habakkuk, chapter number 3, verses 2, that we must now rewrite. The Bible says don't change anything in that book, but let us change it today for our sake. Can we rewrite now our vision in bold letters, even if it now tarries up further, because we are already where we are at 50. Where do we want to be at 100? How many of us are even going to be there at 100? So let's now draw that and look at it. Last but not least, as we go there to open up the magnificent, you have made Nyeri, the face of Nyeri change. You know that is Grogon. Grogon, you know Grogon. Eh? You join Biashara Sacco, you join the Catholics with Nyadha Plaza, and which other building that is coming up somewhere? Because there are not very many, I count them. And I know the challenge. Many of our buildings would come up in Nyeri, but we have so many cases around the properties. Families cannot agree, so they are not able to sell etc. But I want to congratulate you because of giving Nyeri a new face. And I want to thank God, Mheshimiwa yuko hapa. He has also renovated this place, and we sent once again. We really feel that this was the wrong thing to be done. But we thank God for your resilience, for the spirit to fight on, and for your bravery to just move on. Because, you know, many people say that when you fall down, there are choices. You can either remain down, you can either wake up and go back, or you can wake up, brush yourself, and move on. And for that, I think we need to encourage Mheshimiwa by giving him a wonderful, wonderful clap. Because I know the pain that he was in. We struggled, and you remember, there was really genuinely no reason for anybody to be attacking him. But it happened, and we must say, thank God that you have pulled through. When we look at our town, you really look, and I have told my people, all the buildings around, that building must now be painted because they look dirty. You have made them look dirty. Just like we told Nyadha, we want a new face for Nyeri. May I now thank you so very much that you are here in this momentous moment to just be here and share with us this golden opportunity to be here to rewrite history, so that 50 years from now, they will say that building was opened by a man they were calling Mwalimu Mutahi. I thank God that this is the first function I am officiating as a doctor. I was wondering because I was wondering, 2 days ago I went to Kemu to get whatever. It was in the midst of a lot of trouble because our hero was in hospital, you know, Rigathi, and he is our hero. And as we sat there, I was torn in between and asking myself, why does this one happen this time and what are we doing? And I said, Motiorego temo, niweka gatia, we continue saying, I want to appreciate every one of us. And because I have heard your CEO talk about it, I have heard the chairman talk about it, about having the PhD. I want to confirm it's true. I also want to confirm that it has taken many years of a lot of work. It is a lot of resilience. You know, I don't know whether you ever saw me seated as a governor, seated in a classroom, seated doing exams. And I'm there seated, and I'm looking at these people, they are walking around, and someone whom I think is earning less than my directors is telling me, is walking around and telling me, have you finished? And I say, no, I say, I'm still writing. He says, time is almost up. I say, so it takes, you know, like my brother said, Reverend Kerade, when you set up your mind to do something, do you really think I needed a PhD? I'm asking you, do you really think I needed a PhD? When you wapi umeona mahali wanaandika, we are looking for former governors to patia our kazi. So I'm not looking for a job. But I thank God that I committed. I remember we started with Baba Wainaina here. We would meet in the new Kemu there. You remember, that was 2010. We were seated, we were out there trying to, wakati Kemu ilikuwa huko, yeye anapanda huko na mimi napanda huko. I was struggling with my master's, he was struggling with his bachelor's degree. So what am I saying today? When I look around, it is important for all of us, and I want to speak to the youth. And when I mean youth, I mean everyone younger than Grace Gambe. Munanisikia? If I say the youth, I'm talking to someone younger than Grace Gambe. I want to tell you a few things. Number one, it is important and better to be prepared for an opportunity and not get it. What do I mean? You have a job with Taifa Sacco. So you are there, you are complacent, and you are okay. Don't be satisfied. That is not the way to go. Go to school and increase your employability. Are we together? Because it's possible. The final thing I want to say to the same youth is that learning is a continuous process. The last lesson all of us are going to learn is called How to Die. Have you ever seen a book written How to Die? Have you ever seen a book? Can you go to a library and say, excuse me, do you have a book called How to Die? Even go to a bookshop, that book has not yet been written because there is nobody to write. They write why you die, but not how to die. Why? Because wewe peke yako, that is a lesson you learn alone, but you don't come back to teach us. Are we together? So learning is a life continuous process. Never give up. Continue learning. If you realize that you have gotten to the end of learning, learn a new language. How many people can speak Luo? None. You are speaking Kikuyu. Then learn Kimeru if you can't learn that. That is the challenge for you. As I sit here today, I want to congratulate Taifa Sacco. I want to wish you well as you get into the second phase of your very, very, very ambitious plan. Do not stop where you are. Keep going. I have told you, think beyond the boundaries of Nyeri. Go beyond. Go beyond Nakuru. Go to Kisumu. Go everywhere else because you are Taifa. You are no longer Nyeri Farmers Sacco. You are Taifa Sacco, so that then this man can become promoted to be a GMD. GMD means Group Managing Director. Right now, he is just a CEO. So if you want to give him promotion, push and push further. Last but not least, may I wish you the very best. I don't know whether I'm supposed to declare that that building is open here. We will go there. Therefore then, I want to just officially now say this, that the celebrations, 50-year celebrations of Taifa Sacco, a resilient Sacco, a giant Sacco, a growing Sacco, is now officially launched. Thank you very much.
One, two. Once more, makofi kwa Governor tafadhali. Thank you. You can take our seats. Pale nyuma
watu hawajachangamka pale nyuma. Nataka makofi pale nyuma, makofi. Haya katikati, makofi kwa governor. Yes, that's a bit better. I was wondering kama kuna watu wa Manchester United hapa ndani au ndio wanapigwa siku hizi. Manchester oye! Hawako wamechoka. Arsenal oye! Okay. Sawa. Wamelipwa. Niseme Man U tena. Chelsea oye! Hata kama wewe si nini, tunaangusha governor chini. Chelsea oye! Man City, hello! Hawa wako. Hey, all right. Unajua, acha niwaambie kitu kimoja. Utamu wa mpira ni kuona kwa TV. Sawa. Najua hata Ken hapa atakubaliana na mimi ya kwamba utamu wa mpira ni kuona kwa TV. Wakati English commentators wana commentate, unasikianga utamu ni kama wewe pia unaona hiyo mpira. Unasikianga tu Rashford with the ball is over there, back to Fernandes. Rashford, Fernandes. It's a goal! What a superb color! It went back to the net, and Manchester have scored a superb goal. Unasikia Manchester 1, Arsenal 3. Usiwahi sikia mpira kwa Radio Jambo wanakuanga na chocha. Hata kitu haijaficha. Unasikia haya pale Rashford ameshika mpira, anapeleka pale 1 2 3, anazungusha pale, anapeleka pale Fernandes! Oh, msikilizaji. Oh, mpira ni wa kurushwa. Inarushwa. Lakini sasa kama kuna watu wanakuanga hawana haraka na kucommentate football, wanakuanga watu kutoka Mombasa. Hawananga haraka. Ukisikia Radio Pwani unasikianga tu haya Rashford na mpira. Bado Rashford bado haya shafunga. Lakini sijui nini watu wa Central lazima mweke biashara kwa commentate football. Lazima, si ndio? Unasikia tu pale haya Rashford ameshika pale pore mpira pale 1 2 3 na pale anapeleka pale msikilizaji. Inakuwa ni kona msikilizaji. Haya msikilizaji, kona wa Rashford Manchester United inaleta kwako na Taifa Sacco. Taifa Sacco. Thank you so much Team Sacco for this wonderful day. We want to have a toast, and of course in this toast we are going to have a toast. Thereafter we are going to have a cake cutting.